In this video, we're going to be looking at Microsoft Teams for Beginners. It's one of the most popular pieces of software for remote workers and team communication. So let's jump into it. The first thing you're going to want to do when you log into your Microsoft Teams is go down to the left bottommost button, click on that, and you can download the desktop version of Microsoft Teams. This means you won't have to search for your tabs when you're browsing the internet to find the tab that you're using for Microsoft Teams. They both work in exactly the same way, so what I'll take you through today, you'll be able to use the desktop version. Now we're on the chat screen at the moment, and you'll see at the very bottom there is invite people. If I click that button, there are three different ways I can invite people, either by sending them the link, inviting contacts that I've already got set up in my contact list, or by email. I'll show you the email version. Just click on that one, type in email address, and I suggest the person's name, and just click send, and Microsoft will send them an invite to join your team. First feature we're going to look at today is chat for Microsoft Teams. Now, chat is where you'll have your breakout sessions, you'll have a one-on-one conversation or a small group conversation. This is not the area for organizing your projects and having conversations relating directly to your project that your whole team need to be involved with. This is if you need to break out of that and just one or two of you need to have a conversation. The first thing we'll do, go up to the top bar here, and you'll see a little icon, looks like a pen on a piece of paper. I click that, we'll get this new chat started up, and I can invite my demo account. And if I just press enter now, that's set up as a one-on-one conversation between me and demo. At the bottom of the screen, it says type a new message. I can type, "Hi, just a demo." If I press enter now, that has been sent to my demo account. And as I've got the app on my phone, answer straight away. Go. That's what it'll look like when demo replies. Now, if I want to make my messages look a little bit nicer than what seems like a text message, I can click on the little A button at the bottom, type something here, and then say I want to make it bold or underline it. I can also add a link if I want to highlight that. Over here, there's insert link. Click on that, and I can add a link in there and insert. This is just like most online Word editing software, so you'll see this with WordPress and pretty much all online tools these days. The next feature you might want to look at is adding a file. And if I just click what looks like a paperclip at the bottom, I can add something from my OneDrive, which is your Microsoft Cloud drive, or I can upload something directly from my computer and attach it to my message. Feel free to get creative if your company has that tone in its company culture. Maybe we want to put a big smiley face, or next to it there's a GIF, teddy bear. So you can be as formal or as creative as you like with this. Like a bit of fun. And all I need to do at the end, there's a little send button at the very bottom. Click send, and that will be sent through to my team. Now, if you want more than one of you in a chat, it's a very similar process. Go back up to the new chat button at the top. Click that. Let's invite demo, but I'm also going to invite Anne to this one. Now, what I don't want it to be is called demo and Anne. That's a bit boring. So if I click on the drop down arrow, I can then name it demo chat. Allow me to then click enter, and they've both been brought into demo chat. this, just enter. Now I can set delivery options when I send messages. So you can make something important, you can make it urgent. Just need to click the exclamation mark. Or I can send someone praise. Thank you, praise to Demo for being part of this. There you go. A little way to keep the team motivated. If I click on the 3 dots on the bottom tray there, I can use any of these apps. So maybe I want to send one of my videos. I need to add in YouTube integration there. I won't go through integrations today, but that one way of going about it. If you want to have a call with your team, say I want to speak directly to Demo here, at the top there is a video call button and an audio call button. That would open up a call with them. Obviously I'm calling myself at this point, but if they answered, we would be able to have a call directly with each other in Microsoft Teams. The next section of Microsoft Teams we're going to look at today is the Teams function. This is where most of the organization in your company will happen. And under the title Teams, you'll have a list of all the teams that you're involved with. At the bottom of that list, again, there's the invite people button or join or create a team. Now, depending on how your organization is structured, it'll depend on how you want to set this up. For us, we're an agency, so we would want to have our different clients as different teams, perhaps. You might want to have different departments as your teams. Let's click the join and create a team. See up here in this where it says create team. And you can build a team out of your existing teams on Microsoft 360. Or you can do it from scratch. So we'll do it from scratch today. And you can choose, is this a private team, a public team, or an organization-wide team? Say it's a private team. And we're going to say this is our marketing. Just type in the title of the team, little description. Everyone in. Then press create. That's a nice little message saying, now I want to add my demo account to this team. Add that there. And they've got member level ownership there, not owner. You can change the level of the user at a level there. Once your team's been created, if you click the 3 dots next to your team name, you can add another member, add a channel. We'll look at that in a moment. You can leave the team if you no longer need to be part of that team. You can edit information and you can get links to the team, so you can send people a link directly to the team. And of course, at the bottom, you can delete your team. The way teams work, if you've ever used Slack, for example, they're like individual Slacks, but this way you can have multiple ones, one Microsoft Teams setting. So here we can have the general conversation with everyone in this team. Say we want to break that down. We want just the social media team to talk about social media. So add a channel. Did that by clicking 3 dots next to the marketing name. Then add channel. And I'm going to call this one social media. And social media. It's standard access or access only to a specific group of people within the team. So we can make that so only a select number of us see that. If we had a big team there, perhaps only the people involved with social media. Click add. As you see on the menu on the left, under the marketing team, we've now got general and we've got social media. What's our next tweet? Not a message you'll need to send, but that gives you an example of how that works, and everyone in that team will be able to see it. We're back in the general channel of my marketing team, and say I have a file I would like to share with my entire marketing team. All I need to do is go down to this paperclip at the bottom. Choose the file. I've got a dummy file on my computer. No file there. Upload. Uploads the team. Wanted to share this. Press enter or that send button. We'll share that file with the whole team. Once I've uploaded the file and the chat continues, then this is going to disappear. People aren't going to see that. You'd have to scroll back through. So instead of scrolling back through your chat to find a file, go to the top here. You can click the file button on the menu and you'll see all the files that shared. Now here you can see that I shared this 2 minutes ago. That's when it was last modified. If someone works on this document, they can save it here and it will show that they modified it and how long ago, so you can keep track of the latest version. Also, if I click the round circle next to the file name, I can open it in Word, copy the link, download it, delete it, or very useful if it's a particularly important document, pin it to the top. Now everyone in the team will be able to access that file when they need it. Now, if you want to see all the files you have access to, simply click the files button. You can see here's the file that I uploaded earlier. There's my OneDrive. So if I wanted to bring in files from my OneDrive, I can do that by clicking that tab. And I can add another cloud storage device at the bottom. So we could use Dropbox, Box, Google Drive, share files there. And that way we could easily organize our files and easily bring them into meetings, easily share them with our team. I click the activities tab. You'll see here it brings up this feed section. Anyone has added me by putting @Joel in a message, or they've replied to a comment I've made directly, it will show up here so I know what communications happened and who I need to reply to. When communicating with your team, sometimes text just isn't enough. Maybe you want to have a chat with your entire team at one time. You could do that inside Microsoft Teams by scrolling to the bottom, and you'll see a video camera looking icon that says Meet Now. If I click that, give it a subject, a team meeting. If I wasn't using my webcam to record this video, I would see myself here, but I can press Meet Now to join that meeting. Everyone in this channel can now join in with me. I've got the mute mic button here, and I can turn my camera on and off. I'll keep it off for now. Or I could share my screen if I click that button. If I had PowerPoint going, I would be able to share my PowerPoint with everyone. I can share my desktop view, or this feature here, Microsoft's Whiteboard. If I click that, it will open up Whiteboard app. It just takes a moment. Directly on the screen, my mouse, and everyone in this gets. Controls for this are on the right here. Erase that again. The controls do disappear. If you need them again, just scroll with your mouse, scroll down. They will appear again at the bottom. Like most video conferencing software, such as Skype and Zoom, there is a conversation section. So if I was the only one with my camera and microphone on, doesn't mean I'm the only one that can be in the meeting. Other people can type here. And it would come up. So whilst you're presenting, that's be quite useful. If someone's got a question, they don't have to interrupt you audibly. But if I also click those three dots again and click show meeting notes, this is very useful when having a meeting. Social plan April. A demo read to all tweets. They don't exist, but there we can create notes from the meeting that we can all agree to, and then at the end of the meeting be able to share those out with everyone. See here, we've got a meeting note tab. Be able to see what we all agreed to. So no one can come back to next week's meeting and say, I didn't know this was happening. I didn't realize I was meant to do that. It's all been documented. Okay, once I'm done with my meeting, there's a big red button here. I just press that to hang up. Another way to make calls with your team is to click the calls icon on the leftmost menu, and you'll be able to pick them from your contacts. Voicemail, you can speed dial. You can actually call out from here as well if you have that set up. You will need to set that up, so you may need a technical team to help you with that, but you can make calls for people outside of Microsoft Teams from here as well. That was my walkthrough of Microsoft Teams. If you found it helpful, hit that like button. If you've got any questions, do leave a comment below or reach out to me on Twitter @JoelBuckland. And if you'd like to see more videos on branding, marketing, and digital transformation, then do subscribe to the channel. It's just the red button you see below the video. I hope to see you next time.